ahead and get to the sprinter, child.
The sprinter, bitch, I didn't think they was gonna make it to the private jet. I thought that shit
Okay,
was gonna tip over.
so the sprinter, this was in the morning, right? The sprinter.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah,
Checkout probably early afternoon.
yeah.
Was Sutton drunk? She was drunk, right?
She was doing that vodka, wasn't she? In that orange juice.
Yes.
She
She
was.
was giving you drunk there.
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, they saw her pouring the vodka. She
She was
looked
pouring the
disheveled.
vodka. In
Yeah,
orange
she poured
juice.
like as much vodka as I would pour on a Saturday night.
That's what I was about to say. Well, okay, let's be very fair, guys. They were on vacation.
I mean, she was doing it with an orange juice. I was shocked. I was like, ooh. And she was the
It's a
only one drinking.
screwdriver.
She was
It's a
on one drink,
screwdriver.
and she looked crazy. Like she looked like she had woke up drunk,
She looked
and she was gonna keep
crazy.
going.
She looked like that was her third cocktail.
Yeah,
That was just her first one at that production court film.
and it was the way, and it was the way she was talking. Like Sutton always a little like, but she was kind of like, "Hi guys," but and then just start getting into it with Dorit. I just didn't know what was happening. I was like, "This bitch drunk."
What gags me about that whole thing was that how, and again, I can't wait till the reunion happens and hopefully Andy, because Andy has been on the joke for years. Dorit, I'm yawning, all that shit. But it is very clear that these girls are doing too much with Dorit.
Oh no, they put a target on her back.
Let's be like the way Sutton introduced the conversation about everyone feeling comfortable to express themselves. Sutton, that was not artful. Of course, Dorit is going to take that and do what she did with that.
Yeah.
Anyone would do that.
Yeah.
Like that rocked my brain. It's not like you said, guys, we all need to be able to talk and express ourselves and be friendly with ourselves. Bitch, you gave a specific situation that involved Dorit where one of her closest friends is saying she didn't say something that she actually did say.
And
that bitch was lit.
Say that again.
I said because that bitch was lit.
Well, so there's that. And then another point is too, she was drunk. Let's just be real. Another thing was too, I kind of wanted Dorit to eat Erika up the way that she was doing Sutton, because I was like, well, girl, she trying to say that you lying. Are you missing that? I think she was so fixated on Sutton because she knows that that's not really a rider for her.
Right.
Dorit only really has, let's be real, she only got one good friend. Bose could be two, she could be one, but Bose is too new in a situation to where she doesn't know anything. She really only has Erika. I wanted her to eat Erika up, but I feel like Dorit is she's as hardcore as she's going right now. That girl is as fragile as a piece of fucking Japanese rice paper. She is fragile as shit. So she can't lose. I don't think, I feel like the reason why she did not eat Erika up, I feel like she must have had a side conversation with her because she was very upset. When she said, when they was trying to figure out who was getting off the damn sprinter first, I was like, well, damn, who gonna get hit with the Hermes? The way Dorit was looking, she was like, well, you go. I was like, well, shit. That's why I was like, well, what's going on? Are they getting on the jet? Like, somebody get oops upside their head in a second, because I thought that was going to be a trippy moment. But I did not appreciate it.
I wonder if there's going to be any footage from the plane ride home. I want to know, like, if anything continues.
It would have to. It would have to after that. Like even with and you saw Kyle like making faces like, oh my God, they're going off.
Dorit is so fragile. I feel like it could have honestly been anybody. It didn't have to do with Sutton. It could have been anybody on that sprinter that approached her about that shit, and she would have lost it. Because at this point, I got a target on my back by all y'all bitches, and I can't even trust y'all now.
Right. And to be fair, she also did say, like, she tried to, when she was trying to clarify what it was, Sutton was cutting her off like, no, I'm not even trying to discuss that. Well, bitch, you brought it up. So I need to, because if she would have just left that alone, the consensus would have been Dorit lied about saying that she was Teddy's friend and just not close. Dorit said she wasn't Teddy's friend. That's what it would have been. So she had to clarify that. They're not being fair to Dorit. It makes me want to go back and watch other seasons. Like, what was my blinder with Dorit? I must have had a blinder with Dorit. Maybe this is something that has continued, and maybe I have more sympathy for her now because she's going through stuff.
No, the blinder is that Dorit is an over talker, and the thing about it is her arguments weren't that valid when she would be over talking before. It wasn't anything that serious. They would, you know what I mean? Little arguments like, oh, did you, I helped you with your fashion show. Like, it was like little petty shit. So that's why we would have always overlooked that. It was nothing really damaging to her life to make us think like what's going on with Dorit, and she was able to hold her own. She's actually crumbling now. So now we're like, oh shit. I mean, Dorit, I was sold on Dorit the second she was speeding on that on the first episode around that canyon with that cigarette. I was like, oh yeah, she's staying on business. Shit.
No, that's a fact.
She is hurt. So that's how I feel about that. And again, even back to Garcelle again. Even they took her back to that confessional. We're not talking about that, Dorit. He wasn't talking to you. Ain't you in the back of the Sprinter? He's been talking to you. So Garcelle is a no for me and always has been.
Okay, girl, watch yourself. All right, guys, so that wraps up the end of our review of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14, end of episode 3, full episode 4. I'm your boy Powetheory.
I'm Jared.
And I'm your girl Danielle.
Peace.
Bye.